Kenya is an awful human being who should
No,
not add to the fucking gene pool. Because while it looks real cute, while Brooklyn is a nice little toddler, when she grows to be a young lady, all of those horrible, horrible things that make Kenya Kenya, she's going to pour into that young lady. And now we're going to have another awful person that's introduced into the goddamn gene pool.
oh, you
Hello,
muted.
hello, my beautiful stones and gems. Welcome back to this ghetto ass production that we call the Medusa Show. I am your host, Miss Mama Medusa, and this is the Medusa Show. And we are live on YouTube and TikTok. So click the link in my bio so you can catch the live and I can get my coins. And I have two special guests, the scrumdiddlyumptious Darren Green.
Hey,
So sexy L Teddy 27. What's the tea?
child.
Let me put up. So we are here to discuss. Unfortunately, we're here to discuss Housewives of Atlanta. And we're gonna touch. Oh shit, that was my phone. And we're gonna touch on some hot topics. Did y'all enjoy this episode?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was fun to watch. It wasn't like, ooh, oh
Was
my
it?
goodness. It was kind of fun. It was.
I'm gonna tell you why it's never fun for me. If Drew is the center of conversation, I immediately check out. Like,
She's like the main person. I think she's like the main. She has the most drama this season, which is sad.
Really? I mean, is
Yeah.
it Glenn?
Who else has more drama than her?
I mean, it's not like she. I mean,
Listen,
these are skirmishes. These are not even. I mean, drama.
So who else has more going on aside from her? And y'all on TikTok, make sure y'all click that link in my bio.
she said, click the link. You heard her. She don't need to keep asking y'all.
You don't say those dreaded words over there at the TikTok land. They will shadow ban, girl.
I'm not
Right
over there with TikTok. I have a TikTok account, but ain't damn video up there. They can't hurt me.
Shay, I'm drinking a spicy margarita, and it's got way more tequila than spice. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Ooh,
click the link in my bio.
Time.
Listen, I think we should spend all of 20 minutes talking about this episode, maybe 25.
Cool. Not T.S. Madison should be on the show. T.S., get yourself a husband.
Wait, I didn't
know. Hell, no hookers don't got no husband. Marlo ain't got no husband. She ain't not have no husband the whole time she been on this show, and she got a peach.
You know, Andy ain't gonna be down for that child. He was like, yeah. So we not doing that here.
Has Sheree ever had a husband?
No.
Since she's been on this show, I should say.
Wasn't she married to Bob?
She wasn't married. I don't think they were married when she first got on this show.
When she first got on, she was on her way to a divorce. It was like during the process.
They weren't together. I know that.
Yeah, they were separated and everything.
Okay, let's get into it. So this episode starts off with Candy and Todd. Absolutely nothing to see here. Any notes?
Oh, I forgot that. What happened?
No, I don't know. I wrote nothing. I wrote nothing in the notes. Marlo and the boys, nothing.
Fierce. Ooh, let me stop.
The older one. What's the older one name? William?
Something.
I think it's William. The old child.
He was like, first of all, what's that man name that she dating? Who that man again?
Scott Lee. He
was like,
he got some good
let me tell you something. When Scott Lee gonna come? Marlo.
Oh.
Scotty look like he got some good dick though. I'm not even gonna lie. Scotty look like he'll dick you down and then make you some good curry chicken.
He look like Jocelyn boyfriend with a tan.
Jocelyn boyfriend got rotten teeth. Okay, next we move on to Sonya and her sister. Any commentary?
No.
I'm sick of Sonya. Like, and
We have nothing.
the only thing I have to say about that whole Sonya situation is, Sonya, you is one of those people that don't want to see the error in your goddamn ways. Like, you don't want to see your sister's plight in the situation. Yes, you have done your stuff. You want her to be there, but at the end of the day, your sister is at another place in her life, and she's not trying to live in your chateau.
She a wife with 2 kids and a husband.
Like, cut it the fuck out. Get you a real assistant. Stop hiring your family. This ain't no damn sweatshop.
And see, that's why it makes me think that Sonya's broke. I mean, granted, she is married to an NFL ex, whatever, but I'm just like, why can't y'all just hire? Why do y'all keep on? Why do y'all have such an emphasis on keeping it in-house, especially when your family does not want to continue working for you?
Because they living above their means.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that how much money did they spend for the wedding? Or the party? Wasn't it like $100,000 for?
I thought it was like 20,000.
No, the budget was 40,000, and then
she said she spent over 100,000. I remember that.
Yeah,
girl, she making that in monthly installments. She's covering for that. She did not pay that.
But that's why a lot of these girls on Housewives be filing for bankruptcy and all this other shit, because they be trying to have these extravagant parties and trying to keep up with the Joneses.
And you're not even getting paid like that. I know you're getting 12,000 a season, not an episode, a season.
How many times I gotta tell you to click the link in my bio and stop playing with me?
Oh,
get rid of Tanya and Food Court. Who Food Court?
Only one get it like that, and that's for real Candy. I agree. Big Ant said, shout out to Big Ant. They can get rid of Sonya and the Food Court. Who's the Food Court?
What, that bare ass food court that she was having with them damn Jamaican patties?
Stop it. Y'all are ignorant. I'm tired of y'all.
Wait, who's the Food Court?
I don't know.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
Listen, I don't know. Wait, I'm sorry. What are y'all sipping on?
I am sipping on ginger ale.
I'm sipping on Wesley's Farms purified water.
Last time I came on here, ma'am, you had me drinking straight from a bottle of goddamn Bombay Sapphire and had me damn near toe down. I'm not doing this with you.
Excuse me, ain't nobody have you doing nothing. You made that decision yourself. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I'm sipping because I'm a grown woman. I'm sipping on some tequila mixed with some spicy mango lemonade from Trader Joe's.
Tequila? Oh, you bougie, honey. You go to Trader Joe's. You rich.
Wait, what is spicy mango lemonade? Is that like with cinnamon in it or something?
No, not cinnamon. It has jalapeno in it, and it's
ew.
It's good. Stop it.
I hate the taste of jalapeno. It's not even like the spiciness of jalapeno. I just don't like the taste of it.
It's good. It's good for spicy margaritas. The girls that get it, and the girls that
unique.
Don't. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Exactly. The girls that are liking are the ones that like spicy margs. Anyway,
I don't like spicy anything.
Oh, God, are you even black? I'm sorry.
I don't eat hot sauce. That's the one thing that I don't do that black people love.
Yeah, I don't do spicy either because that come out bad. That come out the wrong way.
Go in hot. Come out hot.
Come out fiery.
I like it when it comes out fiery. I like that.
Oh no! I'm
Jamaican. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Next, let's move on to like the most interesting part. Cynthia Bailey graces us with our presence.
How is Cynthia Bailey interesting?
Stop it. Cynthia is refreshing. She's like a breath of fresh air.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. It was nice to see Cynthia. I did not get the same feeling when I saw Cynthia.
She's a breath of flatulence after somebody farted and left the room.
Let me finish. When I saw Cynthia, it was refreshing. When I saw the other housewives, like Lisa Wu and I was over it. But with Cynthia, it was like, oh, this is nice. Like the only person they was missing was Portia.
Portia ain't gonna show up there.
Why not? She need to check.
She said no. She don't need to check.
Why? Because she married to that African.
Okay, she's moving stuff around.
Like what?
Okay.
Okay.
I ain't heard her sign no prenup, so I think she good.
I heard that nigga ain't got no money.
Ooh.
But anyways, that's allegedly.
Where you heard that from?
That's what they say. They say that he like has more debt than he has. He has like 50 million in this, but like 100 million in debt. Not, I'm maybe I might be exaggerating the numbers, but the T is that he has more debt than he has assets.
Portia,
and I believe it because
Portia,
you know them Africans.
not
I'm
Teresa
sorry.
yourself. Don't Teresa yourself.
You know them Africans be doing that shit. Let's be for real. Thank you. Whoever is giving the likes, Shay, you are the realest. I fuck with you. So Candy shows up. I just have in my notes that she looks great. She touches on, she looks really good. I'm sorry. She touches on her divorce. Can we talk about it?
Cynthia.
You said Candy.
You are.
And I'm like, Candy.
Oh, she was talking to Candy in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have it in my notes. But she talked about her divorce. Cynthia is going through her second divorce. She's 53. And her second marriage lasted for less than 3 years.
2 months? Oh.
I just feel like, okay, let me go first real quick. I just feel like Cynthia's too damn old to be doing this shit. You too old to be filing for divorce in less than 3 years of a marriage. Like that's some young girl shit. That's some like, oh, I got married when I was 18 and I didn't know what I was doing type shit. Not, this is my second marriage, my second go round in my 50s. That's not what it's giving. Especially considering the fact that you had a 200+ wedding ceremony in the midst of a pandemic. At the heart of the pandemic.
You notice how much attention I'm paying to this whole Cynthia situation. Like Cynthia and Sonya are the goddamn same. Both of them are snooze fest. I'm not here for either one of them. Why are you here?
I agree.
Yeah, but Cynthia wasn't as annoying as Sonya.
Why? Because she didn't have a sister, but she had Peter, who might as well have been her sister.
Cynthia did have a sister. That
Mallory.
Annoying bitch Mallory, whatever her name.
Yeah, she was annoying, but Cynthia never was really annoying though. Not like Sonya. Sonya just be making shit up and be.
But Cynthia is responsible for Peter, and Peter was annoying as fuck.
But Peter in a Carlos King interview said that they brought him on the show and encouraged him to go back to back with Nene because nobody would do it. And so
Carlos toxic ass. We love it though. You gave us a good time.
We love to see it. Patricia.
I don't know how much of that I believe because Carlos King tries to paint himself as the critical mastermind of the great glory days of the Housewives of Atlanta, but you have not been able to remake that. Like the stuff that you put out since you've left have paled in comparison to what you allege you were responsible for, which leads me to believe
I don't agree.
It wasn't him by himself. He tries. I'm not saying he didn't have a part, but what I will say is you're not gonna make me believe, Carlos King, that you was over here orchestrating all of this by yourself. I just don't buy it.
Well, Housewives of Atlanta has not been good or hasn't been the same since Carlos left the franchise.
But it wasn't Carlos by himself. That's
I don't think
the point
it was
that
by
I'm
himself.
making.
But I agree with that, but I do think that the influence was there. Like he was very influential in the success of. Why am I getting warnings on TikTok about my shit getting taken out? Anyways, he was very influential in the success of the show. Does anybody have anything? Darren, did you have anything to say about Cynthia?
No, I mean, she's a beautiful face, cute face. You know,
great gowns.
Great gowns. Yeah.
Y'all are so shady. I can't. Kenya Moore talks about how she wants another child.
Oh yeah, with the little baby that she had over there.
Are we? Did y'all want to go first? Y'all can go ahead.
Kenya, you need to adopt if you want to have another child. I mean, I'm just saying if she because look, here's the thing. I don't have a problem with her wanting like other children so that Brooklyn. So that Brooklyn can have like some type of companionship. But if the doctor is telling you that this is not healthy, girl, either get a surrogate. Don't get his embryo. Find somebody else and have a child. Okay, I don't have a problem with her having a child. I really don't. If people want to have more than one child, I'm an only child. I hated being an only child because the shit was boring, and you don't really have any social skills because you're in the house all day. Because when you're the only child, that means the parents is on you a lot, and you very much sheltered. So I mean, if she want to have other children so she can have a companionship, that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. Just don't use that man stuff. Okay, don't have no other child with that man.
I'm sorry, Teddy. I just want to just jump in real quick. I would love to hear from people who are only children because I'm not an only child. I have 3 brothers, but we're like very far apart in age. Like I was an only child up until I was 7. And honestly, like I don't recall me ever asking my parents for another sibling. I had that was the best time of my life before them little niggas were entered into the stratosphere. And so I just think I don't know. I just think it's I don't know. Go ahead, Teddy. Go ahead. I'm still processing everything.
I wasn't the only one in the house, but I sure acted like I was because I was always in my own little world, not trying to be around people, not trying to be a part of what they had going on. Leave me in my corner. And now just imagine in my brain, y'all don't even exist. Okay.
That's what I'm
Anyway,
saying. I'm sorry, and not to cut you off, but like I feel like I know so many people who don't have relationships with their siblings. So that's why I'm like, oh, like when people be like, oh, she needs a sibling, they need a sibling. It's like, do they really? Like, y'all be bringing in children into this world that didn't ask to be here just to have a playmate with someone that they likely are not even gonna fuck with once they, become older, because at the end of the day, they're their own person. I'm sorry, Teddy. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I mean, okay, so if Kenya was still married and everything was going fine and she wanted more kids, I mean, that wouldn't be we wouldn't be having this conversation. So I'm just saying, like,
No, we still would because she's in her 50s. But I mean,
arrogant.
But okay. All right.
I mean, what? I mean, I'm just saying, like,
because I don't know I know white people, their parents be old as shit. They be having their kids and they 40s and 50s and shit. And then when they hit, when they hit my age, 29, they be burying their parents. And like, that's a traumatic experience to have to bury your parents in your 20s and shit. So it's just like, all these things, there's a lot that you have to take into consideration. It's like you did all that so now I'm burying my parent in my 20s, and now I have a sibling that I don't even fucking talk to. Was it really worth it?
I mean, well, okay.
Okay. My notes was that Kenya wants to have a child is for selfish reasoning. Kenya wants someone to depend on her. She has a codependency issue, so she needs someone to depend on her. And she needs to feel needed. And so that's just why she wants to have another child. It's not because of Brooklyn. Thoughts, concerns?
Y'all don't want my thoughts.
I do. Hey, Tracy.
I have 10 siblings.
Hey,
it's going to go down the road less traveled.
I want your thoughts.
I think Kenya is an awful human being who should not add to the fucking gene pool. Because while it looks real cute, while Brooklyn is a nice little toddler, when she grows to be a young lady, all of those horrible, horrible things that make Kenya, she's going to pour into that young lady. And now we're going to have another awful person that's introduced into the goddamn gene pool. People like her should have. This is why I agree with Jason said in one of my members only chats. There should be license to have kids. Like you have to have a license to drive a car, a license to have a gun. You need a goddamn license to have kids, because some of these bastards don't need to add to the goddamn gene pool, and that includes fuck ass Kenya Moore. Fuck her and fuck her whole goddamn life. She's a horrible, despicable person, and I am afraid for that wonderful little girl Brooklyn, who's going to at some point become a young lady and is going to be instilled with all of the cantankerous, horrible ass shit that fills up that body and brain of that awful human being that you people call Kenya Moore. The bitch ain't shit. Fuck her.
So for the people in the comment section saying definitely selfish or for selfish reasons on Kenya's part, I gotta ask, like, I mean, why else y'all be having kids though? I mean, and I'm not saying that it's right for selfish reasons you should have kids, but I'm just saying, like, you have these kids and you have these expectations for them, and hopefully they grow up and do what you want them to do. I'm just saying, like, that's just what people do, and I think that I'm never gonna tell somebody you shouldn't be having kids. Like, I mean, I don't know. Do what you want to do. It ain't.
I hear what you're saying, and I know it's probably hypocritical because as someone who just had a whole human fall out their ass less than 7 months ago. But I do think it's also fair for us to critique that a lot of people who have children is just for selfish reasoning. It's rooted in selfish.
Well, everything about having a child is a selfish reason. There's
Yeah.
no one that has a child. So I think that we should take saying it's for selfish reasons out, saying there may be bad reasons, but I think saying selfish reason, everyone who has a child has selfish reasons about it. They
Yeah.
may want to instill their values and personality, carry on bloodline, last name,
Yeah.
do some of the things that they weren't able to, whatever your reason is, satisfy your husband or wife and their needs. So it's always some type of selfish reason.
Especially
My
if
thing is, the problem comes when it becomes narcissistic reasons. Selfish reasons and narcissistic reasons then become dangerous.
I like that.
And I think it's both ways. And to the men in the chat that got their dad's name, that's that. I can raise my hand because look, I always wish I would have had my own unique name. Like, it seems like I'm a like it's like you're a copy. I'm a copy of you, which I'm my own person. Let's be very clear.
Well, that's not even selfish. That's just patriarchy. Because I agree. I hate. Don't get me started on the whole change. And I'm a woman. I have, I don't have to, but the whole changing of the name shit, it's so archaic. But I don't want to talk about my personal life. I want to get to these comments. And people would say,
I would love to give me a man that can hyphenate my last name. Ow.
Hyphenate, but most men don't want that. They want you to take their name. Like, at least women. They feel like you're
I'm hyphenated.
No, they feel hyphenated. They feel like
but I feel like that is an English,
Tina.
A British thing that came over here, because in most other in a lot of other countries you take both parents' last name because there are two families that made up that individual. So that's a British thing that came over here in America and stuck.
Kenya wants to have babies with someone brown with straight hair, so definitely selfish. I think Kenya wants to have babies with anyone who's willing to have babies with her. 100% agree. Kenya is an icon. She's a problematic icon, but an icon nonetheless.
I mean, I keep telling y'all, ants and bees have queens, and they're this big. So if Kenya wants to be an icon, she could be that. Hell, ants have a queen.
Stop it. Because you want to create and mold another life with your partner that can pass on your legacy and parent them in the way your parents didn't. Tracy said a word. Kenya has too much childhood trauma to keep having kids. Child, you can say that about a lot of people.
Is she responding to my initial question of like, what is the point of having kids? I mean, because that could be a little selfish.
That's still selfish.
Because you want to do something different than what your parents did, then it's like it becomes this whole thing.
But she's still doing. But I think she's still doing the same thing. Your Mark wants nothing to do with you. Like just like how your mom wanted nothing to do with you, and your mom wanted nothing to do with your father. It's the same thing. Yeah, we're 27 minutes in, and we said we were only gonna spend 25 minutes. So
right. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
This got too deep.
Yeah, that's what we always do. Okay, so Drew and her hubby, nothing to see here. Candy and Sheree, they talk about candy coated nights. Do y'all want to just skip to the event?
The episode.
Nothing really else happened. That was that.
Skip to the closing credits.
Yeah. So we have.
I said skip to the closing credits.
Wait. Wait, hold on. We got a couple more minutes. Let's quickly touch on the best part of the episode. Shout out to everybody that's on the chat. Make sure y'all get this video a thumbs up. Make sure y'all like this video. I need it. I need those likes. On YouTube and on TikTok, but especially on YouTube. We're skipping to the Candy Coated Nights event. I just want to say, yo, Candy deserves her flowers. Candy is a businesswoman. I mean, she did some really shady business when she was with that white woman. But other than that, aside from her letting Kim Zolciak steal her money, Candy is a well-respected businesswoman. I feel like we should give her flowers. So I feel like this whole episode was just promoting Candy Coated Nights and Candy Coated Bedroom Candy.
Bedroom Candy.
Yeah. Would any of y'all get any of her products?
Never. I mean, it's not for us. It's not for the I mean, that peach thing. I mean, you're supposed to put it under the man balls or whatever.
She has a double-sided dildo. I thought that was
okay for the bottoms. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not getting no bedroom candy. You know, I might get a Safari Samuels dildo. I might get a, you know, but I'm not gonna get no candy. I ain't gonna get no lipstick.
It's not for men. It's not at all. Not for men.
He definitely has stuff for men. Hey, sis.
Okay, I'm gonna look online, see what it gives. Okay, because I am a toy connoisseur.
Listen, I love me a good toy.
Okay, Adam and Eve, give me a deal. Give me a deal, Adam and Eve. Come on.
Darren, this is T. I'm okay. Mary will be like down too. Listen. Okay, I would definitely get it as well. Okay. Darren, I need you to tap in because this is when I stopped taking notes.
Okay.
Hold on. So we're at the Candy Coated. Wait, hold on.
Okay, so before I got some opening notes for that though.
Why was Latoya there? See, Candy is messy as hell because she started off by saying, "Oh, well, I always invite Latoya." Have we seen Latoya at any of Candy's events since she left the show?
Yes, there's pictures of them hanging out. I mean,
no. Have we seen her at an event since what was that 2 seasons ago?
If you follow Toya, then yes, Toya has posted pictures and videos.
That's why I could be wrong. I could know to be wrong.
If you follow her, then yes, she has been spotted with.
I don't follow these people because they're not important enough for me.
Girl, but let me just say this though. Couple of points. In the beginning, that man with that nude underwear, Lord Jesus, he was a palate cleanser of that damn show. Okay,
I don't even remember him.
Huh?
I don't even remember.
I seen him on my freak Twitter.
Oh yeah. What's the name, child? Because I who is he?
I don't know. I have to go check. I have to check freak Twitter.
And then your boy El Teddy. Ross corny as hell because he didn't want to go on that damn X. I'm like, he corny.
Which one is Ross? Oh,
he ain't want to get on the little X. Boy, if you don't get on that damn X.
But you know what? Ross reminds me of men that I date. I date men like Ross who just quiet, low key. I ain't doing all of that. Let me just stay back here. I'm good back here.
Man,
I love that's my type. I'm okay. That's why.
Look. Okay, that's cool. My type is the poor. I'm gonna put you in the cage. I am the dude from Black Ink that's viral on Twitter right now. I'll put you in the cage.
You want 4.
He's one of the hot topics for tonight, so stay tuned.
Good.
Let's talk about it.
I got an ear.
Okay.
You got some things to say?
Good, because I had some questions. But wait, okay, so what happened? So they start off with the peach event. It was a cute event. Toya comes through. Now, can I say something? I just want to get this out. Unpopular opinion. I like Toya.
I do too.
I think she makes great
television. That Candy was messy for not even telling that Toya was coming.
Listen, I think she makes great television. I think I do think that she's problematic.
Come on back.
But for the Housewives of Atlanta, yeah, I think she gets it started.
And let's be clear. Candy, you ain't shit. Let me tell you why you ain't shit. It's because I find most of the people on the tube of you, okay? Most of the bloggers that cover this show, that review this show on the tube of you are Candy Burris leaning. They see it for Candy. They become apologists for Candy. Candy can do no wrong unless it's just that far egregiously wrong. I ain't of that line of thinking. But my point that I'm going to make is this. Candy, there's a lot of backpedaling, pussy popping, and everything in between with this. Because at one point, when we saw the video of Candy in Portugal, she was 1,000% sure. I saw it with my own two eyes. They kissed in front of me. It was so close I could smell a breath. And then when Bravo rewound and played the bean fucking footage, Candy wasn't quite sure. I don't know. I could have been wrong, and that was closer to the time when it happened. So in her immediate remembering of it, she wasn't quite sure. But now, years later, you are 1,000% sure, ironclad, because y'all were right in front of me, which leads me to believe something changed in it. Now, I'm not saying they went down there scissoring or kissing or lapping each other or whatever the fuck they was doing, because I believe they did do something. But the one person who to me ain't shit is Candy, because you seem like somebody who changes with whatever the storyline is. You ain't
I
shit.
agree.
Candy.
I think that Candy is fake. I also and Eric. Shout out to Erica De Niro. She's a content creator on YouTube. She's the
I
one.
love Erica. I
too.
love Erica.
I love her.
Protect your energy.
Shout outs to the diva. She pointed this out. She was like, Candy be pointing out, like, yeah, y'all mentioned us. You see that they talked about us in page 6. Like, why? It's like, yeah, it's given like that's one of your sources. Like, you be leaking these stories to page 6 and then be like talking about like, oh yeah, the anonymous source. I do think that Candy is messy, but I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, you're on a reality show. She got to do something because she ain't doing
right.
nothing else.
Yes, Tracy, please start dropping stuff in the chat.
Drop stuff in the chat.
We love it.
I don't know. We might have to add a topic, child. They about to cancel Billy Porter, but
we can talk about that too.
You know,
you already know. I know. Come on, you know I can't stand his ass. Come on.
Okay.
Well, I hope we talking about the same thing. Maybe we not. I don't know. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm sorry. This whole who kissed who shit is giving me Housewives moment. It's giving the same shit that they did with Mia.
Now, look in the chat. Look in the chat now. Look in the chat. I told you, the people on the tube of you are Candy apologists. The vloggers on YouTube, their subscribers, they are Candy apologists. Candy can do no wrong in their eyes. And Candy ain't shit. The bitch Ben ain't shit. She lies a lie. Makes shit up. Changes with the wind. But the people, they want to, like none of that happened.
You making it seem like she one of them Phaedras. Okay, hold on. We almost 40 minutes into the chat. Can we get through this? Can we hurry up and get through this shit? Darren,
y'all, what I was done 15 minutes ago.
Darren, go ahead and take over. What? Because I just.
It was okay. They got invited upstairs. Drew, Marlo, Candy was upstairs with Toya, and they was all talking it out. Marlo was getting into it with Drew, and Drew was like, "You just fake as hell." Like Drew was really coming for Marlo when it should have been directed towards Candy, but I guess because Marlo recorded it just was weird, off-putting. Drew, she's just so out of place. She tries to make up things. Toya, I don't know what the fuck Toya was doing. She was just sitting there. She's just happy to be here, child. I'm on camera, child. I don't care. I'm a
hold on. What? Let me address this in the chat. First of all,
who we talking to?
Because they said how she ain't shit and she employing all of Atlanta. Now, if you said Tyler, maybe I might go with you. Okay, let's be clear. Don't try to make Candy at the level of a Tyler, and I don't even see it for Tyler like that. But if you want to say Tyler was employing all of Atlanta, I might can go with you, because the man do have his own production company. He does employ a whole lot of people and give chances and opportunities to a whole lot of people. Candy, not so goddamn much. She ain't without she ain't without fault now, and that's the problem that I be making. They never want to call that bitch out for her shit.
Candy be hella divisive. Like, I mean, I've been with saying that.
think that Candy doesn't serve a purpose on the show like she used to. But
Anymore,
she's just very
yeah.
Did
neutral.
that a long time ago, but people don't agree with me.
Yeah, she's just very neutral. Is there anything else that happened?
No.
No. That was it.
Teddy, I'm not talking to you. Darren, is there anything else that happened? We know you're
No, I mean that's it. That's
I mean,
really-
Marlo went upstairs and they tried to tell Marlo she was lying. And Marlo said, I ain't got time for this shit, and went back downstairs.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
she tried to
Marlo,
say that Marlo edited the video. And
I'm like,
everybody
Drew,
looked
you
at her like,
dumbass.
bro, what?
Drew is so dumb.
I'm sorry. It was a good episode, but it just lost me at the end. I really don't want to hear anything else about her kissing. Even if they kissed, even if they licked, sucked, fucked, whatever.
My thing about it is this. I'm still eternally upset with Bravo, and I'm going to keep saying this. Y'all teased the Drew scissoring 2 or 3 episodes ago, and we're 2 or 3 episodes down the line, and we still ain't got not a licking or a scissoring the first with good tie.
not the licking.
I just want to shout out Shay for getting us to almost 4K likes on YouTube, on TikTok. You the real one. We fuck with you, and I really appreciate you. Are we done with Housewives of Atlanta?
We are.
We're done. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the hot tops.
Hot topics.
Hot topics.
All right.